How we doing, Neon? How we doing? Oh no, in ads. Why does it always start me with ads? Hello, how we doing, Neon? Honestly, I find that so annoying. I have it set up so there isn't any pre-roll ads, but for some reason that doesn't actually stop the pre-roll ads when I initially start the stream. It says, going, oh, you haven't streamed for any amount of time, so here, have some pre-roll, bang. And then 5 minutes later it does the, oh, you get breaks every like 5 minutes. Here, have an ad break, doop. Yeah, there's playing people that are better, yeah, but it's like, it's not playing people that are like god level better than you. Because all that does is discourage you. What you need is somebody that's like 1 or 2 levels above that can push you. Not somebody who's like on the next planet who so much as sneezes and kills you. But yeah, I get what you mean, Neon. But anyway, suppose we should probably get this party started. Okay, an update? I didn't see that when I checked earlier. What the heck? How did I miss that? Will it work without the update? Yeah, but you've still got a lot more hours in the game than I have, so you're still way higher level than me. But anyway, here's hoping that the game works, since apparently it needs an update. So don't get the update. Oh, okay. Sounds like my neighbour's messing with that van he's rebuilding again. I can hear the motor cranking outside. I hope the mic isn't picking it up. But if I can hear it over my headphones, I guess you guys probably can. Now, do I leave amiibos on or do I turn them off? Yeah, turn them off for now, I think. Why are they doing the update for the Switch 2? I mean, okay, on Thursday there it was 5 weeks until the Switch 2 comes out, but seriously, it's 5 weeks. They've got tons of time before they need to worry about it. You do that like a week in advance, not 5 weeks in advance. Jeez, they are ambitious. Hello, Sparks. No, that's right. I was going to look for my cabled controller today. Oops, I forgot to do that. Oh well. Frankly, if I wasn't about to do a live stream, I would have just run the update and then tried to figure out the bugs myself, but... right. I just suddenly remembered that I still had that on meta. Who are we trying today? I guess we'll go back to our main. Might as well. Oh! Happy Star Wars Day, everybody! I tried Toon Link and I think I found my new setting. Cool. You gonna try them out today? That's an interesting name. Beer. Oh, I better do the pinned comment. Hey, whoops. Not like me to forget that. Okay, W014. That could have been embarrassing. No pinned comment. Right. Hey! Not Inklings in. I started streaming in the end of July last year. That's the earliest we could have met. Was when I watched my first stream of Pens in July, and then I started streaming myself later that month. Um, right, I think you guys should be back from the ads by now. Yeah, you and me both, Sparks. You and me both. I was a Link main back in the day. Way back on the 64. Switched to Samus on the GameCube. And then basically from GameCube until now haven't really played it. Good fight, guys, good fight. Okay, we got Kinkiro coming in as a first time chat, but haven't you been here before? What? Did you change your name? Yeah, it says it's your first time chatting, which is very strange because I've definitely seen you here before. Anyway, let Neon get ready, and if everyone's ready, okay, let's get going. Okay. Excuse me, I told you to flip that after you landed that spike. Oh well. I thought I'd see what happens if I don't try, because there's been times in the past where I've been sitting talking to chat and I'm not really paying attention to the fight and I absolutely destroy people. No, apparently I can't do that on purpose. I apparently just have to have the perfect zen moment. Yeah, that's not Inkling. That's a pesky rodent. My hands feel like they're shaking, but they don't look like they're shaking, at least not any more than usual. It's strange. Uh, Try to ease up a bit on the spam moves, okay? Yeah? I know it's kind of hard with Pichu, but... That's what I was just saying, Neon, yeah. You're not really meant to spam. Interesting off-the-edge fight there. Jeez! We still have our usual rule of 5 wins go to the back, but nobody has that yet. consider that spam. When hero recovery requires mana, so I'm burning his mana to recover. Interesting. It's certainly a consideration. It could be a valid counter to hero. So I was thinking after Penpe's recent karaoke stream that maybe I could do something similar. Problem is I don't really know a lot of songs. And if I don't know the song, I can't very well sing it, even if I've got the words in front of me and the music playing. So now Neon using the yo-yo spam to counter the mana, because apparently that's the meta now. Uh-oh. Is that me getting kicked off the screen there for not pressing a button? There, I press buttons, I press buttons. I'm still here, Switch, I'm still here. Boom! Anyway, back to what I was saying there about possibly doing a karaoke stream in the future. What I thought I might do is just go into like YouTube, search up a song that I know I can do. And once you get to the end of that, you'll have like your recommendations at the side. Basically scroll through that, find a couple that I might be able to sing, and then like put it to like a vote with the viewers. Like, which one would you rather hear? Option A, option B. But I'll have to figure out the logistics of doing that sometime. So I don't think it'll be next week if I'm going to do it. It'll probably be a couple of weeks. Actually, I've got a week off work coming up soon. I'm planning to do a few extra streams that week, so I might do it as one of the streams then. Why does the screen keep freezing like that? It would depend which one of my YouTube accounts I log in with. If I log in with my YouTube channel, it hasn't got a Scooby-Doo what to offer me there. If it's my personal account, it will basically recommend all the stuff I've been watching recently. So... Nice read, Lamau! Smash! GG's! Oh well, that'll be my turn to get my Bahuki handed to me again. We all ready? Don't see any objections. Boop. Reader might need the inkling. Maybe. Oh, thought I left that sitting too late there, but made it. Ah, she's facing the wrong way. Oof! Guess my counter has to be pointing the right way to work. And because my character doesn't always turn round when I tell her to. Well, you turn round when you're told, you stupid dragon. And do up B when you're told, not neutral B, for God's sake. Well, that's me aggravated now because my character wouldn't even do what she was damn well told. I did terrible half the time I killed myself. That last death was because apparently my controller decided I was pressing completely different buttons to what I was actually pressing. Actually, while you guys are fighting, I'll pop out of the fight a second and just go make sure my calibration is correct on my controller. I hope this doesn't mess you guys up when I do this. Should be in system settings. Calibrate control stick. Yeah, look, there's me pressing down. No wonder it was the register and I was pressing down. Look at that. Up works, right works, left works. It's just down. Center isn't very centered, is it? Still feels like it's going off to the left, but it's more consistent. Down, 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 down. Yeah, that should be consistent enough. No. So yeah, no wonder I was struggling there. My controls were completely scuffed. It's strange it only seemed to affect it on the down. I mean, it'll likely be to do with the way my finger's sitting on the controller. It's pushing it slightly left. But then you should get the same effect when it goes up. It should push it slightly right, and it wasn't. So clearly I had it calibrated to compensate for my finger movements before, but it became uncalibrated again. So, hey ho. Ooh, Neon won that one. So, just wait on somebody doing their little swap out. Right, here we go. Now that I should actually be able to do down B when I tell it to, maybe I could get a counter off. That would be fun. I missed. Hey, we got a new follow. Thank you for the follow. Ooh, Crab Rave. Why can't I hear Crab Rave? There it is. That was kind of super loud, wasn't it? Man, I hate PK Fire. Ugh. I still don't know how that works. That literally every time I try to grab someone, they somehow not only know I'm about to grab them, but manage to get the control off to grab me first. And so they're able to grab me and pummel me into the ground when I should be the one grabbing them. I've still never been able to figure that out. Is there some weird delay where I put a big sign over my head saying, hey, I'm about to grab you. You better do it now. But it's not just Corrin, it's every character I use. I've even had, like, who was it? It was MB playing Diddy the other day, and I was using Zero, where she uses her flippin' hookshot thing, so she has range on her grab. I went for the grab, he jumped up in the air, hit an air grab, flew halfway across the map and grabbed my face and threw me off the map. There is an audio lag in my stream that you might be hearing, but I don't feel more than my usual lag on the button presses. But no, it's like literally every time I have ever played this game live on stream ever, if I get a grab, it's more by dumb luck than by actual skill. It's like, honestly, it's like I press the grab button and my opponent grabs me. That's how it's felt for like the entirety of the time I've played this game. I mean, I know that Zero Suit Samus's one is a bit slow, but like I said, it also has the range. I mean, most people need to be practically on top of another player to grab them, whereas she can do it from a bit of distance. But yeah, like I said, even that one wasn't enough. My opponent was still able to grab me, despite the fact that my whip was heading out to grab them. So I'd already initiated the move, and they countered it by grabbing me. So, yeah. I mean, I don't normally even try to do grabs, but people have been telling me it's something I need to do more of. But frankly, I don't see the point in using a move that apparently everybody on the planet can see coming and has 1,000 different ways to be countered. Hmm. Yeah, the dash grab, but I never seem to get the timing right on that one for some reason. Again, probably my slow reactions. I've always had slow reactions. Frankly, probably should have had more accidents on my motorbike because of that, but haven't yet. Come on! Hero wins again! Check with any bike driving schools near you. A lot of them will do what they call a taster session, where it's basically done in a controlled, safe environment in a yard, usually an hour or two, and lets you have a practice on probably a small bike to see if it's one, something you can handle, and two, something you'd be interested in. I know the one I did my training with does that. I mean, they'll also probably check your site and tell you if it's even capable. Definitely recommend trying a motorbike if you've got even the tiniest inclination to try it. The worst that happens is you don't like it. I mean, first time I tried a motorbike, I crashed it. I mean, the bike was way too powerful for me, but you know, having your first go on a 250cc race spec scrambler that had just been set up for that season's racing, probably not the smartest idea for someone who's never been on a motorbike in their life. Also, I was 14 or 15 at the time. Not the save, Ramal! Boosh! 213 in a dream. It'll be my turn again soon, won't it? I should probably try and get myself pumped up here somehow. There is that song from the game I used to play, one of the few games I was actually good at. Doesn't exist anymore. The theme song. It's a bit of a rap, really, but... Super Mecha Champions, the one I did my first gaming live stream on. And I did a whole YouTube series on it. But they shut all the servers down not too long ago. And it wasn't something the company had planned because they were right in the middle of their Battle Pass season. Like, it still had 2 months left on it. So it was very last minute, like company gone bankrupt kind of situation, I'm guessing. I'm going to be streaming this with my crush later, but I'll have a crush. I'm going to join and announce it to the entire... Nah, you're alright, I'm not that evil. Or am I? I am a cat after all. We all know what a cat would do if they could talk people. Somebody change the character? Oh, you gotta go now. Okay, thanks for stopping by. Right, have fun. I guess it's you and me then, Neon. Oh, before you go, I should probably post the Discord link. There we go. Don't know if they call it that. How old's your brother? He'll probably beat me. Go ahead. Right, wait for Inkling to get back in the queue and then we'll see how this goes. Isabelle! Oh, snap. Yeah, I was right. I predicted this. I'm going to lose. Gonna make it? They made it! Goodbye. Woo! I did not expect that to hit so hard. Nice return. Oh, hooray, I got a grab off. Woohoo. Ah, missed. That looked like Isabelle ran up my spear there, which was completely not what happened. They just a perfectly timed jump. It just looked so much like they just ran up the spear and kicked me in the head. Well, that was weird. Goodbye. Sorry about that at the end there, I had to do that. For his first time playing, he did remarkably well. He nearly beat me. I mean, I might have held back slightly, but... Right, well, ready? Uh-oh. Well, your brother gets to watch me get destroyed. So that'll be fun for them. Why didn't my counter work there? That was strange. Right, welcome back from the ad break, everyone, I hope. Yeah, there's just nothing I can do against Little Mac. They're just too fast for me, I just can't react to them. Like every time I tried to move out of the way of one of your attacks, you instantly appeared where I was going to land. It's like you knew where I was going to be before I did. Yeah, I got lucky you made a mistake at the start. I was clearly not going to win that fight at the end there when you locked in. Alright, I think we're ready. You can start the game. Yeah, but I can't play fast characters. I end up killing myself. Even Zero Suit is too quick for me. Half the time I throw myself off the map. Heck, even Meta Knight is a bit too quick for me. I've managed to accidentally kill myself with them. And they're not exactly fast. that was over kinda quick. That was a 1 minute 8 second fight. Yeah, blink and miss it. Right, see if you can do better this time. I want to see a sub 1 minute fight time. What am I setting myself up for? Well, he's going for it. Well, you turn round. I can't attack when you got your back to him. Byleth, my other character that I normally use, probably counts as a heavy, but you put them against a speed character and they just get destroyed. Like by the time they've done one move, the other character's already landed an entire combo. Sure, they need to do that more times to try and knock a heavy out the arena, but considering they can hit you like 5 times faster than you can, they can still beat you fairly easily if you're a bad player like me. Or just have dodgy controls like what happened there. Didn't get my counter off, but never mind. I said could count as a heavy. It's the closest I've had to a heavy. But like I said, she does get a lot of the same problems as the heavies because her attack speed is about the same as a lot of the heavy characters. So in terms of like DPS, Byleth does roughly the same as, say, Ganon. Who now I think about it, probably isn't actually heavy either. I mean, I guess I could try switching a Byleth for a bit, haven't given her any exercise for a while. Ugh. Whoop, there we go. Get my red jacket on. But I've noticed the same problem with a lot of those slower hitting characters that take time to build up. The attack seems to come in quick, but they just get instantly countered by anybody with any amount of speed. Pyra, but you're only good with Mithra. I've never tried the Pyra Mithra one. Kaboom! I should reinstall Pokken Tournament on this Switch and play that instead. Me and my brazen would own it. Is that even still a thing anymore? Pokemon tournament? Is it still running? Do I have any other multiplayer Switch games I could try someday? I need to go through my small list of games. Back to hating Little Mac. Right, wait on Neon making whatever changes they are doing. Everyone loves Little Mac when he's on their side. When he's on the other side, everybody hates him. One of these days I'll need to show you guys a real fight. Dig out my VR system and use Blade and Sorcery. Go into an arena, put on Endless Waves mode, and see what finishes first, me or the headset. My Quest 2, I actually once effectively beat Endless mode in Blade and Sorcery Nomad because I outlasted the game. It ran up so much memory usage it crashed the game completely, trying to beat me. I was sure your shield was going to hold there, but it slipped or something. I don't know. I see an MB in the stands. He's probably waiting for a ciggy break. Oh, he bought a new game. What game did you get? Yeah, I thought something went on because I seen the shield go up and I'm like, I'm locked into the animation now. I've already let go of the button. Street Fighter 6. Well, I expect you're having lots of fun with that. I know you like the Street Fighter games. Wasn't sure I was going to get that one there. I thought it was going to launch before you came down low enough to get hit by it. Yeah, I still hate the PK Fire locking me in place nonsense. This was my main character for a while. Basically, after I paid money to get access to this character, I basically just rocked this one for like ages. And then I had a bad spell where I was just getting crushed, and I went back to Corrin, who was my other main character, and just started doing better with them again. So I went back to using Corrin and kind of let Byleth slide. But strictly speaking, I probably have more hours on this character than any other character in the game. If I can get off that freaking side attack, it's devastating, but... Yay! 2 consecutive wins, a new personal best that's about to get smooshed. And now I'm back to not being able to land a single grab. It's about 10 times I've already tried to grab you in this match. I think I managed it once. Well, at least I'm not getting 3 stock, only because you let go. Well, you just grab the guy so we could do a grab. Right, time for me to take a break before I get too stressed out. Ugh. That's that drink finished. Get the other one opened up. Definitely got to stay hydrated. Okay, now I can see the tremors in my hands, not just feel them. Yeah, I really need to take this momentary break, I think. So, when do we think they'll make a new Smash Bros then? I'm thinking a couple of years myself, but going to want to try and time it so that as the hype dies down on the Switch 2, which is going to be quicker than they originally calculated, but based on their original calculations. They'll probably want to try and bring out Smash Bros. Then to build the hype back up again. They'll probably bring out a Zelda game in between, just to keep things moving. But I don't think they'll want to leave it too long before putting a new Smash Bros. Game on the Switch too. Wonder what gimmick they'll put in for the new one. I mean, this one was the like, everybody's here! How do you top that? I mean, you got a stage editor and everything in this one. Well, thanks very much for your consideration there, MB. I expect that's what you'll be doing tonight, though. But you will be getting Terry for it. No doubt. No doubt. Well, I have mine pre-ordered. I've probably paid for it already. I haven't actually checked my credit card statement. Problem I've got is that I couldn't get the pack that included Mario Kart because Nintendo screwed me over with my pre-order. The link they sent me was broken and I couldn't get into the queues properly. And by the time they sent me the corrected one, they were sold out of the one with the Mario Kart in it. So now I've got to pay an extra 45 quid because they stuffed up. So I'm not happy about that, but... I don't mind the idea of the new Mario Kart. Like the whole open world bit, meh. But the way the races link together now, so that like each next race is just basically a continuation of the one before it, I like that part. Where instead of the next race being a full circuit, it's a point to point. I kind of miss that from the old Need for Speed, like Underground and Underground 2 and all that. Where you had races that were like that. We get it, Envy. We get it. If you guys are ready, you can continue. My hands have almost stopped shaking. Well, I think all of the internet stuff for Switch 2 is going to be a whole new system, isn't it? I mean, they haven't confirmed it, but... Yeah, I made it by accident a couple of weeks ago. My Go Live message was, hey, let's smash again. Somebody came into the stream and their first comment was, that Go Live message. And I was just like, oops. Didn't mean it that way, honestly. So now I'm very careful about my Go Live message. I've decided to stick with the much safer, let's get ready to rumble. Of course, frankly, I'll probably get copyright claimed for that eventually, but meh. I'm not a big enough channel for them to be monitoring yet, so... Or making enough money to make it worth copyright claiming me, for that matter. Since I don't make enough money from the ads to even get paid. GG's! Never locked in so fast. Ah, well, I've been single for so long, if I was to say that to my ex, she would probably go, who the hell are you? And then proceed to have her husband beat me to a pulp. You know, I've been meaning to try Sheik. Let's have a look at Sheik. So we have Nez and Gin. I should probably think about what I'm going to eat. I'll probably need to order it soon. Because I was getting takeaway today, 'cause it's my day off work, so I was having takeaway. I can't afford it, but I'm going to do it anyway. I only get one day off a week at the moment, so I've kind of got to do all my relaxing in one day. And I spend 3 hours of that day playing the most stressful game I own. Why do I do this to myself again? I just had the 5 minutes to the next ad break warning. I need to add a notification for that to my bot from a chat rare so that you guys get the notice as well. Well, I haven't set up my little shooting range in my house yet for doing my target practice for my anger management. So I guess I'm playing this game that will deliberately get me angry. Because if I let my anger out here, I'm maybe not going to let it out at work. Maybe? I don't know. There's some psychology behind that, I guess. Yeah, well, I work with the public. If I show anger at work, I'm pretty sure I get fired. Although it has happened a couple of times. People have pushed me too far. First time it happened, there was a guy who basically did the same joke every day for like 3 years straight. At my expense kind of thing. And he did it this one day and I just flipped. And just basically got up and told him, yeah, that joke was funny the first time. It was almost funny the second time. It wasn't funny the 200th time. Back off. And he gets like right up in my face. He's like, who do you think you're talking to? Like, you. Guy getting right up in my face trying to be scary. And there was like 2 other staff members just standing there watching. A few days later, me and one of the guys that witnessed it were talking to somebody else, and they mentioned seeing that. Like, he was like right up in my face and that, and I'm like, yeah, if the guy wanted to be intimidating, he didn't go about it the right way. I've twice had guns pointed at me and been mugged at knife point. I mean, the second time the guy pointed a gun at me, he pulled the trigger. It's like, someone getting in my face? That's not scary. That's just Tuesday. Yes, apparently that comment then did the rounds, and the guy came back to me and was like, all angry, go like, I wasn't trying to intimidate you. If I'd wanted to, I would have. And I'm like, dude, don't even try it. Yeah, I live in the UK and it's happened twice. And guns are virtually impossible to get out here. Like, I must be a crazy statistic because gun crime in Britain's virtually non-existent. Yeah, you're just rusty for the day. You haven't warmed up yet. That's all it is, MB. Okay, I think I have used this character precisely once or twice maybe in the past. And I have no idea what their moveset is, so this should be interesting. Okay, everybody's ready. Like, what even is my side B attack? It doesn't seem to do anything. Well, it looks like I'm not doing much learning with this character. Whoop. There's that mistake I make with faster moving characters where I run off the edge by accident. Well, that's game over because I completely misstepped the recovery there. I don't know what was going on when I went off the edge there. I didn't seem to be doing anything. Yeah, probably countered my down B there. Just checking I had my measurements correct. Deku nut, not these nuts. Drops into your chat room when you think there's no one home. Chat bomb. There's a chat bomb. Let you know you're not alone. Sorry, thought things have been a bit quiet for a while. I gave Pen a copy of that one and said he can, if he thinks he can make use of it, he can do what he wants. So it'll be interesting to see what he does with it. I guess I need to do a counterpoint one where it's like chat's gone instead of chat bomb. Just into match at moment. Woohoo! Well, that's a match. GG's. Right, here goes MB. Who's MB rocking today? Let's see. Do 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 da 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 do 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 da 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 do do do. I do this for Ozzy. I am not okay. I'm in danger. I should find the words for this song so I can sing along when it comes up. Jump up in the air, jump up without care. Jump up 'cause you know that I'll be there. And if you find you're short on joy, don't fret, just don't forget that you're still a one-up boy. So go on, straighten up your cap, let your toes begin to release a power shroom. Don't forget you're a superstar, no one else can make it this far. Going through that stash, now you got some panache. Oh, let's get the other sea. Yeah, I need to try and learn that song at some point. I used to find the lyrics now. Well, we all kind of knew that was coming. You okay? You okay? Smack, smack. Ah! Never did understand that bit where he goes, are you okay? As he like launches himself across the map and launches you into space. Like, of course you're not okay at that point. You're probably dead if that was real life. Well, this went about as well as I expected. Actually slightly better. I've lasted a few seconds longer than I anticipated. Yeah, I figured as much. It's a shame that the only reason I wasn't 3-stocked there is because you were playing nice. Don't get me wrong, I appreciate it, but... Yeah, well, I'm basically trying a character I'm not very familiar with, and I'm not even really sure what half their moves do. Like, I still haven't figured out what the heck the side B is, because it doesn't seem to do anything. Like, I'm pretty sure I hit you with it and it didn't even look like it did any damage. Like, does anybody know what Sheik's side B move is? Down B puts them into like some weird forward flip that does a drop kick on somebody, so I mean at least that was somewhat useful. That's dirty and you know it. Ooh. Well, this is quite a stressful game, isn't it? Let's all have a moment. Right, I guess we keep going for now. Hydrate. Thank you. Posture check. Sit up straight. Adjust cushion. Yep, my 8-ball still hates me. Jesus! Hello! How are we? Hey, thanks for, at least trying, MB. I know you put off trying your new game to come join us, so, I appreciate it. You go have fun in Street Fighter and try and chill a little bit. Us older people, we need to watch our blood pressure, Honestly, I looked over at chat and all I saw was like out the corner of my eye, you getting blasted into space. If you're meaning the yo-yo bit before that, yeah, that's a bit of a mean move. But yeah, I didn't fully catch the second death there. Um, I just, like I said, just saw you getting smashed into orbit. You meant the yo-yo bit, yeah. Yeah, I didn't full exit a match in quick play when somebody was pulling that stuff on me. I just put the controller down and just let them kill me. Wasn't giving them the satisfaction of like having me banned from the game for unsportsmanlike behaviour. Because you pull stuff like that, you can actually get kicked off the system. So I basically just pretended I was still in the game and just let them win. But didn't kill myself, didn't just eject from the game. Threw in the occasional move so the system didn't register me as AFK. That way I didn't do any bannable offences, but also didn't like give them a proper win. They still won and they probably felt great, but yeah. Well, like I said, you go play your new game, catch your breath, take a bit of time. We've still got about an hour and a quarter left on this stream, so I mean, there's time for you to come back if you feel like it before the end. Right, let's see how this doesn't go. Oofed. Hey, we got a new follow. Hello. Thank you for the follows. Thought I was giving you a free win for a second there. I wasn't sure I was going to recover that. Still useless. Yeah, I love all this talk at the start of the stream, like, oh, you get better by playing people who are better. How do you learn anything? By dying constantly. It's just that you do have a slight tendency to fall back on what might be considered cheap tactics, but nobody says you have to leave. Just be mindful that sometimes things that you do can upset people. You know? You were doing fine there. You weren't doing too many of the cheap tricks there. Oh no, he's way better than most Nezes I've seen online. They just basically spam that yo-yo shit. And sorry for my language there, but no, Neon's Nez and Lucas are way better than most of the online toxic people that play those characters. Yeah, like I keep saying that this is supposed to be like a friendly practice session. You know, you chill out, you just, you try and keep it calm. Yeah, Brawler there going true. Yeah, like NES players online are just toxic. But no, Neon's toxic in a different way. They're not deliberately doing it. I don't think. They just get a bit carried away sometimes. I think. So anyway, Brawler Meme, welcome in. So it's first time interacting in chat. And I noticed the follow earlier, thank you for that. So you might be new to our arena here. I don't know if you're in the arena or not. Pinned comment at the top if you're not already. Now, we have a couple of quick rules, as I said just a moment ago. Friendly practice arena. So we try to keep things chill here. I'm trying to learn a new character at the moment. Which is why I'm getting absolutely mauled, even more than usual. The other rule is 5 straight wins, you go to the back of the queue. Let somebody else have a shot as winner. Other than that, yeah, try not to spam too much, the usual, like, keep it chill. Well, what's done is done now, MB, and of course Neon's now felt like they're not even welcome in the arena anymore. With your rant there. So I think we can say it's over, and we can move on to new topics now. That was an interesting play by Toon Link at the end there. Yeah, I didn't think that was intentional. I just see you jump off and then zoom. I'm like, what's he doing? Yeah, I'm not even sure Neon's here anymore, so I think they have straight up left. That's always going to be a rough match against Steve. Steve's a hard one to fight against. But you did it. You did it. Oh, I should also mention, Brawler Meme, try not to insta-start matches if you get in. I know sometimes people get a little excited and instantly start the match. Sometimes people want to swap out characters and that, so we give people a minute to do stuff like that here. I always forget to mention that one when new people come in. And then it ends up causing me problems later. Yeah, my brain thinks it's like an obvious rule. There we go, we both had our silly death there. Let's get this fight going, shall we? Whoosh. Okay, that frickin' just, like, stacked up a move there. I did down A, Luigi countered it, and then apparently it decided to wait 4 seconds and then just reinitiate the move. Why does the game do that? I never understood why the game does that. Got about 4 minutes until the next ad break, guys. Just give you a heads up. Okay, Sparks. Well, like I say, I'm relatively new to the game. I've only got like a few hours in it, and pretty much all of them have been on stream. So I'm still basically learning. It's half the reason for this arena, is to try and allow me to learn. But all I seem to be learning is just how terrible I am at the game. But then when I can only put a couple of hours into it a week, and other people are putting that in a day, they're going to get better at it a lot quicker than me. Yeah, I'm not even sure how many hours I've got in the game. And about 2/3 of them have been sitting in queues waiting to get matches, so however many hours it says I've got, it's a lot less actually played hours. But 195 is a relatively low number for a lot of people in this game. A lot of people are up into the 4 digits now. I think there's a few even up into the 5 and 6 digit numbers for number of hours. Me getting wrecked again. Sparks enjoying their last match of the day. Not much. Jeez. How long is it saying it's going to take to install? Because I know that's not a small game. Alright, Sparks. We'll see you next time, Sparks. You did grab the update as well. Ah, well. That was a kind of given when it comes to you. No offence. So, Ouija versus I am Steve. Well, that's about how long we've got left on this stream, so you can watch the stream while it downloads. Oh, ad break. Considering I got legend in Fast Penguins, I can put time in a Street Fighter 6 ad, of course. It's just my luck. Yep, lols. Ba-ba-ba-da-boom, ba-da-ba-ba-da-bo. Well, I suppose this is the good thing about being a smaller channel. I can actually keep up with chat, I guess. None of you can hear this right now, so I can put this out here. It's only going to be if people watch the VOD later. Hi, people that might be watching the VOD later. the supreme meow. Ooh, Thomas T reached 5 consecutive wins. Unfortunately, that means you're supposed to go to the back of the queue. Yeah, I was just typing to make sure. Right, if everybody's okay. Oh, it's been so long I don't even remember who I played in Street Fighter 2. No, missed. Ah. Yep, I can never beat Steve's. I'm just useless. Who will? Yeah, we know Microsoft probably paid for it, so it's what are you going to do about it kind of situation. It is what it is. I mean, by the same token that Steve's in the game, you should have like the Dragonborn from Skyrim. Like their ultimate would be to like summon Durnervir, the undead dragon with his undead army, to just like mow everybody down. His basic smash attack would be Fusroda. Send them flying. Yeah, well, probably best to, you know, get acquainted with the new mechanics and whatever before you try and do online play. Yeah, that's That's probably a good idea. I'm sure he wouldn't mind giving you a few pointers. Frankly, I think in his mind it would be the quicker he gets you up to speed on it, the quicker you can challenge him on it. Yep. Yeah, the controls will be different as well, and the movement will be different. Combos might be easier since Street Fighter is designed to use combos, whereas Smash Bros. Isn't really. It's kind of like an added extra in Smash Bros. Whereas Street Fighter is kind of designed around it. If it's still made the way it used to be, anyway. Trying to remember the name of a fighting game I tried a very long time ago. It was on PC, I think. And it was. I think the theme was like characters getting pulled out of different times and put into this like fight. And I ended up like picking random characters because I'd never played the game before. I was at my friend's house. And I got this one that I think was supposed to be like a future character, and he was playing some like noir character. And I just remember mine being this girl that had like long red hair, and I hit a random button combination. She suddenly jumped up into the corner screen, spun up like Sonic doing his power move, and blasted across the screen like a buzzsaw and just vaporized the other guy. And like my friend who had like played all the characters at that point was like, how did you do that? I don't know. Spend the next like 2 hours trying to figure out how I did that one move so that we could do it again. I don't think we ever figured it out. But I wish I could remember the name of it. Oh, that was my fault. I pressed the button too quick there. I thought Brawler was ready, but they weren't. Right, ready now? Okay, let's do it this time. Wheezy. Cheese! Thank you. And disappearing meow. Yeah, missed. Oh, Angel plays it. Yeah, that explains it. I haven't watched any of her streams for a while, to be honest. Yeah, I should probably give up on this character. I clearly haven't figured them out yet. Tekken 8, yeah. I said I kind of stopped playing fighting games in like 2000 really. That, well, apart from occasional Smash Bros one, but look at the moveset. Nah. Never look at the moveset. Just press buttons and see what happens. That's how I learned all my characters. Never look at the moveset. Press buttons and see what happens. Yep, MV's right. Yep. I'm a very different kind of player. I mean, when I started playing games, they were board games. Consoles, PCs, these things didn't exist in people's homes. Half the fun of board games was making it up as you went along. That's what board games are for. For playing when you're bored. That's why they're called board games. It has nothing to do with the fact that they're actually played on a board. Yeah, I still have a collection of board games today. In fact, I think I have 3 different versions of Monopoly. Although the one I specifically dug out at Christmas when I went to the family gathering for Christmas was Labyrinth. That one's hilarious. Because its rule set is kind of open to interpretation. It's like, it basically gives you a basic structure of how to play the game, and then it's like, go have fun. It's actually why I like the Mario Party games, because they're basically just digital board games. With the exact same chaotic energy as most board games. Frankly, Nintendo actually missed a trick by not making, like, an actual board game version of Mario Party. I think that would just be the most ridiculous thing ever, and it would sell. Because I'd buy it. Now I think about it, there probably is one in Japan. I should really look online, see if there is. That didn't look normal. sake, why is my character never turn around when I need them to? The Virtual Boy was just too ahead of its time. The technology wasn't available yet. Yu-Gi-Oh fan, hello! The screens couldn't do what Nintendo wanted them to, so... Virtual Boy is one of the Nintendo machines I didn't actually own. Wouldn't even need to be now. I mean, when they brought out the 3DS, they could have done it then, because the screens were definitely up to it then, because they basically used the same tech that most VR uses to make the 3DS. And apparently they already had that when they brought out the Game Boy Advance SP. So they could have done it then. Because the Game Boy Advance SP was actually the special project part of it, what the SP stands for, was them working on the 3D screen. They didn't release it with a 3D screen, they just released it with the hinge. But uh-huh. Yeah, Banjo, the guy that carries his girlfriend around in a backpack. It's not even like she's disabled. Yeah, probably his wife, actually. Nah, come on, we know there's more to their relationship than just being buddies. Fortunately, I don't think their species can crossbreed, so... It'll be up to Tooty to continue the family tree. Empress! Oh, and you want Maid Cat. Okay. Okay, we can do that. Seems a little small. Hi, mistress. How may I serve you? place to die. Tom has reached 10 consecutive wins and must now go to the back of the queue. So it'll be me versus Brawlerman. Yay! Up to you, Empress, up to you. We've got just over 30 minutes left of the stream. So you've already caused chaos because I have to be in the maid suit until basically the end of the stream now. You also broke down. Cousin wanted me to open up about the whole Rosie situation, my ex basically, so I did. She bought wine, so yeah, you can guess how that went. Well, it's conversations that need to happen, unfortunately, buddy, so... Good that it's happened, though. Remember when my last relationship broke up? Took me a little while to talk about it, but it had to be done. Hey, I haven't been in a relationship for over 2 decades. Decided I couldn't trust my choice in women, so... Since every girl I've ever decided to be in a relationship with went out of their way to hurt me. Yeah, once you become a parent, it is a different story. But that's a dream I had to give up on when I gave up on the idea of having relationships. That was what caused me to start drinking. It wasn't the fact that my fiance broke up with me. I was kind of over that relationship about a month before she broke up with me, but I stuck with her because I made a promise that I wouldn't leave her, and I try to keep my promises. Figured I'd just have to learn to live with it. But yeah, it was once I'd decided that just relationships weren't for me, and then the realization that meant I could never have kids that would ever be my own. I could maybe adopt, but they don't like letting single guys adopt. Yeah, that was the bit that really got me. That thought still hurts even now, but not really anything I can do about it. See, that's the thing that's always annoyed me more than anything else. Like, my sister that never wanted to have kids has 3 kids. My other sister, who was fairly neutral on the idea, whether she got them or not didn't really bother her, she has, like, 3 kids. I'm the one in the family that actually wanted kids, and I've got none. Like, even my cousins, I had a cousin that, like, didn't even want to have a relationship with people. She's married with kids. It's like everybody else in my family has kids. Well, I mean, you're not to my personal tastes, MB, but I'm sure you are to someone.
Hello there.
Hello there. I have to have my overconfidence. Yeah, I need to learn some confidence. That's that's been a big issue for me since I was 10 years old and physically had my confidence beaten out of me by about a dozen people over the course of a week. I'm certainly better these days, but yeah, I still have a major lack of confidence. Which shows in these streams quite often. You know, referring to myself as useless on a fairly regular basis. As I say, it's an issue I'm working on. Well, some people fat is just their, natural build. They can't really do anything about it. I'm more the opposite end of the scale. It takes me forever to put weight on. Because I have such a high metabolism, I just burn fat like it's friggin' oxygen. Which a lot of people are like, oh, that must be so great. No, it's not. It really isn't. Like, thanks to it, I have the low blood pressure, poor circulation combo, which means I'm always freezing cold. My hands shake from time to time. I've even had my hands freeze solid because of it. I get dizzy spells that can make me, like, literally fall over just by standing up. No, I said earlier we have to watch our blood pressure as we get older. In my case, I have to try and keep my blood pressure up, so blood pressure tablets are like the last thing I want to be taking. They'd probably kill me. I think I was 41 before I managed to get my blood pressure into something resembling normal levels. Ooh, fluffy tails this time. Yeah, I'm going to be 44 this year, and most people think I'm in my late 20s, early 30s. So, and that's with grey hair. Like, I don't know how they figure that one out. It's nice when I'm in girl mode, though. Having people think I'm younger. What is going on with my controls? I seem to be getting... Yeah, that was up B, not flaming side B. What the heck? Cursed with a baby face. My whole family's like that. My dad was in his 50s and people thought he was in his freaking late 30s, early 40s. My sisters were getting ID'd to go into cinemas right up until they were in their 30s. I was still getting child fares on buses going home from nightclubs at 2 in the morning when I was 21. And I wouldn't ask. I'd jump on a bus at 2 in the morning and say, like, you know, the destination I was going to, and they'd be like, yeah, this much. And I'd be thinking, dude, that's the kid's price. Are you even allowed to give that out at this time of day? Yeah. Apparently so, because I've been getting that particular mix up with Sheik quite a lot, so I think it's the faster character. I'm trying to move faster, and I'm not getting the balance on the directions right. Right, 20 minutes left. I should probably start have a look and see who's online. Oh dear, I shouldn't have looked at the news articles on my web feed there when I clicked on to go and check who was online on Twitch. It's the latest meme out of Trumpville. But we've got ads playing so people can't actually hear me. Ba-dum, bum, 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 bum. Empress with the infamous suicide loss. Hello, Pen Pen. Oh wait, has Pen Pen ever met Maid Cat? Hello, Pen Pen. So just wait on Thomas then. And everybody's ready, let's go! Oh, look at that, King DDD, just in time for Pen Pen. So how's Pen Pen doing today? Boom! Been doing well, thank you. Nice day out and just doing a few easy bits now. Lucky you! Nah, it was day off work, so I just basically chilled all day. Got some washing done. I was going to wash the bike, I even bought a new hose pipe so I could do it, but it's still sitting in the box. Yay, I got a kill. Oh no, come on, don't do the meme kill, that's a banning offence. Jokes aside. True. SMT. And looks like everybody's ready, you can go. Well, since I haven't added it yet, I was going to add a redeem for Uwu or Ara Ara. I need to make a note to do that. I only ever get reminded of it when somebody redeems Maid Cat, because it's the only time it happens. Speaking of, hey Pen Pen, you know I really like penguins. Ara, ara. Don't know, I'm downloading it at the moment, but I also got the Year 2 character pass, which includes none other than the infamous Terrifying Terry! I embellished the writing there. Just remind me, I was losing a match in Chris's earlier against a Toon Link. You only come back for the win with back to back. Are you okay, Buster Wolves? Okay, we have 10 minutes left of stream, so we should get another couple of matches in. This is where I'll ask if anybody has any suggestions for a raid. Start thinking about that now, please.
Hello there.
Hello there. Yeah, said it would be about the same time when you said you had like an hour or something, so. So we know there's no Pen stream tonight, so who else have we got? Choco Blue doing just chatting. Yeah, that's certainly a possibility. I honestly don't remember if I've ever actually looked at Warzone. I mean, I probably have. Yeah, I figured it was one of the Call of Duties. Damn you, autocorrect. Me again? Already? Huh? What? Didn't I just go a minute ago? Ooh, Sheik versus Ganondorf. Cannon battle. That means I have to lose. Oh wait, that was going to happen anyway. Come on, recover! Why couldn't I recover from that? How far off the map was I? Oh, for... my character's just going to kill themselves, I might as well just do the same. Well, you can certainly drop the name and I can go have a look and see what they're doing. See how they're doing, more like. Right, let's have a look. IOUSAFLDI7. Well, don't see an age restriction on chat or anything. Dyslexic streamer, ADHD. Yeah, I mean, there was somebody I was thinking of raiding if they were live, which is actually somebody I work with that I recently found out is a live streamer. But she's not on at the moment, so. Yeah, we could go have a look at that. I have played Call of Duty games. It's not like my favourite thing to do, but I have done it from time to time. We should probably try Warzone at some point, but so what we'll do for the last few minutes here, while you guys are continuing matches, we'll have a little vote running. I'm just going to step it over there while I do this. Aha, here we go. So we have Choco Blue or Yusuflad. Right, here we go. Start poll. I don't mind shooters, mostly because IRL I'm a shooter. I used to own an air rifle when I was younger and did like target practice and that. And like my dad helped me, and like he was like military grade training for shooting. Like he passed an RAF level assessment that would effectively make him a trained sniper. So I tend to notice the slight inconsistencies in shooting games with, you know, reality. These days the only shooting I get to do is with very low powered BB guns. Or airsoft as they're properly known. Because I think BB guns in America mean something else. So. Yeah, if you're ready you can go. We'll let the poll run out. MB with the dad jokes again. You and Pen need to sit down so that he can write his next dad joke book. Mario versus Hero. Yeah. Pen's Book of Jokes Dad Edition. Featuring MB Knowles. Yeah, it comes age rated. An age rated joke book. Must be at least 25 to understand the jokes in here. So, how's our poll doing? Well, we currently have a clear winner. Or at least a clear person in the lead. Just let the poll run out. Probably have enough time for one more fight. And you'll probably be able to essentially use the copy that you have. Although it's on PlayStation 5, there'll be some way to like use your like save data or something. Because it should be cross-platform play. Right. Raid has been decided on. We will be raiding Yusuflad. Okay, so next match is the last one and you guys can start when ready. So, while that's going on, better decide the raid message. What, you mean this one? And this one. Chat bomb, it's a chat bomb. Drop into your chat room when you think there's no home. Chat bomb, there's a chat bomb. Let you know you're not alone. 8-Ball still hates me. I'm going to ignore it. I really need to get the fishing game added to this. Yeah. Anyway, we have the raid messages there, so if anybody is going to join me on the raid. Remember the sub-raid one will only work if you've unlocked that emote, which there should be a point redeemed to allow you to do that. Yeah, it's a bank holiday tomorrow, so I don't know if people have the day off or not. I'm working, but... Hopefully I don't have too many weeks of this 6-day week nonsense left. We're just waiting on the transfer request going through for somebody that's transferring in from another shop to fill the vacancy. So I'll get back to having 2 days off a week, which will be nice. I've needed the money, which is why I've agreed to do the overtime, but it's not been doing my health very much good. I've started getting very forgetful recently. MB accidentally making dad jokes now. So you say. Well, Iron Fox giving us Crab Rave right before we read out. Hello. Right, let's get the raid started. Right, how was I spelling that again? Make sure I spell it right. Boop. Yay! Right. Pop over here, got the ending screen. Go nuts with redeems if you want. But thanks for coming, guys. Next stream will be Wednesday. We're still playing Oblivion. So we'll see how that goes. And hopefully I don't have any more tech issues now that I think I fixed the problems there. The 2 weeks running I've had 2 different tech issues, so it's not a good streak. But yeah, thanks for coming, guys. Hope to see you in the next one, and we'll see you in the wilds.